What if, just for this moment, you stopped fighting life and allowed something beautiful to reach you? Not because you chased it, not because you earned it, but simply because you exist. There is a quiet truth inside you that has been waiting to be heard, and it says, I deserve all good things. Not someday, not when you fix everything, but now, in this very moment, as you are. Maybe you have spent so much of your life trying to prove your worth, trying to be better, do more, give more, hoping that one day you would finally feel enough. But listen closely. What if you were never meant to earn your worth? What if it was always yours from the very beginning? Take a slow breath and let this idea settle gently within you. You are not behind. You are not lacking. You are not forgotten. Life has not skipped you. There is no invisible rule that says good things are for others and not for you. That was never the truth. Right now, something is shifting. You are opening a small door inside your heart, a door that has been closed by doubt and fear for too long. And through that door, something soft begins to enter, a feeling of peace, a sense of possibility, a quiet knowing that maybe, just maybe, life can be kind to you too. You don't need to force this feeling. You don't need to understand everything. Just stay here for a moment and allow yourself to believe, even a little, that good things are not far away. They are already finding their way to you. For a long time, you may have carried a quiet belief that you are not enough, not good enough for love, not worthy enough for happiness, not deserving enough for success. And this belief did not come from nowhere. It was built slowly, through small moments, things people said, things you experienced, times you felt rejected, unseen, or not chosen. Without even realizing it, you started to accept this story as your truth. But what if this belief was never truly yours? What if it was something you learned, something you picked up along the way, like a habit that stayed too long? A child is not born thinking they are unworthy. A child does not question if they deserve love. That doubt was taught, shaped by the world, by pain, by misunderstanding. And because it was learned, it can also be unlearned. You have been looking at yourself through a lens that was never clear. A lens colored by past hurt, by fear, by moments that made you feel small. But those moments do not define who you are. They were experiences, not your identity. Right now, you are allowed to question that old belief. You are allowed to step back and say, maybe this is not the truth about me. You don't have to fight it. You don't have to push it away. Just notice it and gently begin to loosen your hold on it. Because the truth is, you were never meant to carry the weight of feeling unworthy. That was never your burden. And as you begin to see this, even a little, something inside you starts to feel lighter, like you are finally putting something down that you were never meant to hold. There is a truth about you that does not change, no matter what you have been through, no matter what you have done, and no matter how many times you have doubted yourself. This truth is simple, but very powerful. You are already worthy. You do not have to earn it. You do not have to prove it. You do not have to become someone else to deserve good things in your life. Think about it for a moment. The sun does not need permission to shine. The flowers do not ask if they are allowed to bloom. In the same way, your worth is not something outside of you. It is not something that comes and goes. It is something that has always been within you, quiet and steady, even when you could not feel it. You may have been taught to believe that your value depends on how much you achieve, how others see you, or how perfect you can be. But that is not the truth. Your worth is not measured by success or approval. It is not reduced by mistakes or failures. You are worthy simply because you are here, breathing, living, experiencing life in your own unique way. Let this idea sit gently in your heart. You don't have to force yourself to fully believe it right now. Even a small opening is enough. Even a soft thought that says, maybe I am already enough, is powerful. And as you begin to accept this, even just a little, something inside you starts to relax. You stop chasing worth and you begin to feel it. Not as something distant, but as something that has been with you all along, waiting patiently for you to remember. You may begin to see your worth more clearly. You may also notice something else. There are still feelings inside you that hold you back. Feelings like guilt, fear, regret, or pain from the past. These emotions can quietly build walls around your heart, making it hard for good things to come in, even when they are right in front of you. You might be holding on to things that were never meant to stay this long. Maybe it is a mistake you cannot forgive yourself for. Maybe it is something someone said that still echoes in your mind. Or maybe it is a fear that if you let go, you might lose control. But holding on is not protecting you anymore. It is only keeping you stuck in the same place. Letting go does not mean forgetting or pretending nothing happened. It simply means you are choosing peace over pain. You are deciding that your past does not get to control your present anymore. And this can be a very gentle process. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to rush. Just imagine loosening your grip, little by little. Imagine placing those heavy feelings down, even for a moment, and giving yourself permission to rest. You are allowed to feel lighter. You are allowed to move forward without carrying everything with you. And as you begin to release what no longer serves you, you create space. Space for calm, space for healing, space for new and better things to enter your life. Because when you stop holding so tightly to what hurts, you finally make room for what heals. Now, as space begins to open within you, something new can gently enter, your ability to receive. For so long, you may have been strong, always giving, always trying to take care of everything and everyone. You may have learned how to give love, support, and kindness, but not how to receive it. And without even noticing, you may have been closing yourself off from the very things you deeply desire. Receiving can feel unfamiliar at first. It can even feel uncomfortable. A small voice might say, "Do I really deserve this? Or what if it doesn't last?" But this is just the old belief trying to stay in control. You don't have to listen to it anymore. You are allowed to receive love without questioning it. You are allowed to accept kindness without feeling guilty. You are allowed to welcome abundance without fear. Receiving is not selfish. It is natural. It is part of the flow of life. Just like breathing in is as important as breathing out, receiving is as important as giving. Take a moment and imagine yourself opening your heart, not forcefully, but gently. Like a flower slowly opening to the sun. You don't need to chase anything. You don't need to prove anything. You simply allow. As you begin to allow it, you may notice something beautiful. Life starts to feel softer. Opportunities feel closer. Love feels more present. Not because the world suddenly changed, but because you did. You stopped blocking what was always trying to reach you. You are safe to receive. You are ready to receive. And most importantly, you deserve to receive all the good things that life has been quietly holding for you. Now, gently begin to feel what it means to live in love, health, and prosperity. These are not distant dreams meant for a few lucky people. They are natural parts of life that are meant for you too. Love is not something you have to chase or beg for. It begins within you in the way you speak to yourself, in the way you treat your own heart. As you soften toward yourself, love starts to grow, and it quietly reaches into every part of your life. Health is not only about the body, it is also about peace in your mind and calm in your emotions. When you stop fighting yourself, when you allow rest, when you choose gentle thoughts instead of harsh ones, your whole being begins to feel lighter. Your body listens to your thoughts, and when your thoughts become kind, your body responds with ease. Prosperity is not just money or success. It is the feeling that life is supporting you. It is the flow of opportunities, the sense that things can work out for you, the quiet trust that there is always enough. You don't have to struggle for every good thing. You can begin to allow life to meet you halfway. These three, love, health, and prosperity, are deeply connected. When you open to one, you invite the others. When you choose love within, your health improves. When your mind feels peaceful, prosperity flows more easily. You don't have to force this connection. Just start by allowing the idea that you are meant to experience all of it. Not in a perfect way, but in a real, growing, and gentle way. And as you accept this, you begin to align with a life that feels more balanced, more supported, and more whole. Now, begin to notice the voice inside your mind, the quiet words you say to yourself every day. Sometimes they are so familiar that you don't even hear them anymore. Thoughts like, "I'm not ready," "I'm not good enough," or "things never work out for me." These words may feel small, but they shape how you feel, how you act, and what you allow into your life. Your inner voice is powerful. It can either support you or hold you back. And the beautiful thing is, you can change it. not by fighting it or forcing it to be perfect, but by gently guiding it in a new direction. Just like you learned those old thoughts, you can learn new ones. Start with something simple and kind, words that feel safe and possible. I am learning to love myself. I am open to good things. I deserve peace. You don't have to fully believe them yet. Just repeating them softly is enough. Over time, these words begin to settle into your mind, like seeds being planted. Be patient with yourself in this process. Some days, the old voice may come back louder. That's okay. It does not mean you are failing. It only means you are changing, and change takes time. Each time you choose a kinder thought, you are creating a new path inside your mind, and slowly something shifts. The voice that once doubted you begins to soften. It begins to support you instead of stopping you. It becomes a quiet guide that reminds you of your worth, your strength, and your ability to receive good things. You are not just changing your thoughts. You are changing the way you see yourself, and that changes everything. As you begin to change the way you think and feel, it is important to remember one simple thing. This is a process, and you are allowed to take your time. You may not see big changes overnight, and that is okay. Growth often happens quietly in ways you cannot always notice right away. Just because you cannot see it yet does not mean it is not happening. There may be moments when you feel unsure, when old doubts return, or when things seem slow. In those moments, do not rush to judge yourself. Do not tell yourself that it is not working. Instead, take a gentle step back and remind yourself that change is already in motion, even if it feels small. Trust does not mean having all the answers. It simply means choosing to believe that something good is unfolding for you, even when you cannot fully see it. It means allowing life to move at its own pace, without forcing or controlling every outcome. You are not falling behind. You are not missing your chance. Everything is happening in a way that is right for you. Sometimes the delay you feel is actually preparation. Sometimes the silence is where healing is taking place. So take a breath and relax into this moment. You do not need to figure everything out today. You do not need to rush your journey. Just keep showing up with a little more openness, a little more kindness toward yourself. Slowly, step by step, you will begin to see it, things shifting, doors opening, feelings softening. Not all at once, but in a steady and gentle way that you can trust. You will begin to see yourself in a new way, not as the person who is still waiting, still doubting, still questioning, but as someone who is ready, someone who is open, someone who truly deserves all good things. This is not about pretending. It is about gently stepping into a version of you that has always been there, just waiting to be recognized. Imagine how this version of you feels. Calm, supported, at ease. Not chasing, not forcing, but allowing. This version of you trusts life a little more, speaks to themselves with kindness, accepts good things without hesitation. This is not a distant dream. This is a shift in identity, and it begins with a simple decision to see yourself differently. You don't need permission to become this person. You don't need to wait for everything in your life to be perfect. You can begin now in small ways. In the way you carry yourself, in the way you respond to your thoughts, in the way you allow yourself to receive. At first, it may feel unfamiliar, but that does not mean it is wrong. It only means it is new. And with time, this new way of being will start to feel natural. It will feel like coming home to yourself. You are not becoming someone else. You are returning to who you truly are, someone who is worthy, someone who is open, someone who is ready to welcome love, health, and prosperity. You will begin to live from this place. Life responds. Not because you changed the world, but because you changed how you see yourself within it. For now, just take a moment and feel where you are. You have not rushed. You have not forced anything. You have simply opened, little by little, to a new way of seeing yourself and your life. And that is enough, more than enough. You are no longer the person who doubts their worth at every step. You are becoming someone who understands, deeply and quietly, that good things are not something you have to chase, they are something you allow. Love, health, and prosperity are not far away. They are already moving toward you, meeting you where you are, responding to the space you have created within yourself. There is nothing you need to fix before you are worthy. There is nothing you need to prove before you can receive it. You are already enough at this very moment. And as you continue on your path with patience and softness, you will begin to notice life reflecting this truth back to you in beautiful and unexpected ways. So carry this feeling with you. Let it stay gently in your heart as you move through your day. Return to it whenever you need to. Because this is your truth now. You deserve all good things, and you are ready to receive them. If this message spoke to you, take a moment to like this video. Share your thoughts in the comments, and share it with someone who may need to hear it today. And if you want more moments like this, don't forget to subscribe and come back whenever you need a reminder of your worth.